This is for the 125-pound Fight For It amateur MMA
and controlling
title.
the action in the ring and giving instructions is Dale Sunshine Fry.
Boys, you both know and understand the rules of the game. I expect you to follow those rules, right? Remember, if I say stop, I want you to do just that. Wish you both the best of luck.
Primetime rapping, we back.
Let's go, fight fans, make some noise!
Musso made the point when I interviewed him earlier that the height disparity wasn't as great as he believed it would be. He said he didn't feel like the guy was that much taller than him as much as he expected him to be. Musso straight out to the middle, quick as a button.
Matt Viktora, we talked about snappiness, we talked about quickness, and we talked about overall MMA ability. I was talking with Coach Richard before, and he was just telling me that he felt like watching the Sebastian Quevedo footage, he saw a lot of things that Viktora could take advantage of.
Yeah, Musso is probably going to look for a takedown in order to nullify that powerful right hand. Golly, it glanced off and still cost So his balance.
Yeah. And that's a guy with a great base.
Right. It's not balance is his middle name.
Moose sending leather down the middle, too. They're calling him forward to elevate corner. If he would have just shot after that second shot, I think he would have gotten a true connection off of that. Viktora with a big
hard right hand, and you shake your head, you tell on yourself.
Viktora almost acted like he turned his head with it, but it was way after the fact.
Yeah. Musso, again, picking that right time,
very
securing the
kinetic
takedown. And I wonder if we get to see any grappling defense from Matthew Viktora.
Well, he's at a great school for grappling, I'll tell you that much. And they're associated with a lot of great grapplers. The crouch system for K-guard is something that's part of that system, and it's becoming very popular in MMA. We see the high guard work now from McKenzie. He's climbing higher and higher. Sebastian Quevedo had a little bit of success with this. But Moo's doing a good job of turning the head into the fence. It's going to take away a lot of the tools.
He's one of my favorite fighters to watch. I tell him that he's one of the fighters for Fight For It that puts art back in martial arts.
Yeah,
because his movement is so, it's not just effective and technical, it's also beautiful.
Yeah, now we see him like Tazi stacking. That can be a little dangerous, but Moo's doing a great job of keeping his weight over him.
Moo is very wily. He's not dumb. He's very smart.
He's floaty too. His hips are, I've rolled with him, and it's so hard to hold him down even with my size and strength.
And look how smooth and look how effective he is. No wasted. Everything Musso does is
I'll say Viktoria's being very conservative as well. He's not doing anything too crazy on the bottom and not opening himself up to too much, but because he's not opening up too much, he's allowed Mu to sit deep on this crab ride, and he's peeling the knee further and further away, just to stabilizing him more, just making it almost impossible for him to stand up clean.
You need your legs to stand up.
That is a true fact.
Yeah, and Musso has one of them.
Look at that beautiful hook sequence there. That was a beautiful work of art.
Artistry. Yeah.
It was almost but by the time Viktora even realized it was there, it was when it was setting in. No chance to defend that when you put in that much investment in the position. That's one thing you'll notice about Mu. Even as an amateur, he's not rushing the back, and that's the most common mistake you see pros make.
I was going to make the point, for someone so fast, he is also so patient.
He's able to slow things down. And honestly, that's something he needed to learn. He needed to learn that he can decide at any moment.
We have seen him sort of get a little out of timing, in the past. But this is perfect. He's fighting
at any moment, he can decide what pace this fight's happening at and where it's happening at. If he's the better striker and the better wrestler, there's nowhere for him to basically lose. Now, the question is Viktora able to land that shot? Because so far, we've seen some big shots from him if he can get back to his feet. But
we've seen no evidence that he will get back to his feet.
This hip ride is really strong from
Fingers
Mu.
in the cage from Viktora.
Yeah, Viktoria's getting desperate to get up, and now he's in a strong leg drag. Almost I see that's a smart, the smart play was actually giving your back there. You don't want to get handcuffed by a guy like Mu. We saw how devastating the handcuff could be earlier in the night.
At least maybe you can fight from turtle, do something. Yeah,
we see Viktoria's working his way back to his feet with his hip line secured. He's going to turn and face. He's got a nice overhook here. Can he get the hips under him? Can he walk out?
Set up his running man.
He's got to frame on that head. He's got to get the head away from his head if he's going to run him, man. And he's pushing up. He's trying to keep him away from the legs. He's really worried about him getting his legs.
Musso kept that head wedged in.
A phenomenal round there for both guys, but as it ticked on, within 30 seconds, it became kind of the Mu's world. Yeah.
The Musso show.
The Musso show. Oh, you remember Rob Van Dam? Rob Van Dam had a bunch of nicknames, but one of them was the whole freaking show.
Yep.
The whole freaking show, Musso.
That's not bad.
That could be good. The whole show Musso. And honestly, as he evolves as a martial artist, that's something that I'm seeing more. I'm seeing like new looks. Like I'm not just gonna. So many guys, especially in the jiu-jitsu world, but it also can be true of the MMA world. They come in with a strong base. They just stick to it.
Right.
They just like, oh, I'm just really good at this thing.
They order a little a la carte grappling defense.
Moves evolving.
He is a complete fighter.
Yeah.
He's
mixing the martial arts.
Yeah, a mixed martial artist is Musso, but he knows that there's dynamite inside those gloves across the cage from him.
And honestly, he's more tactical in this fight than he was against Sebastian. Like if they were planning on getting him into a brawl, that's not going to be the thing that.
This is the way he's supposed to fight. Musso dancing in and out, expertly managing the range. And Viktora much more frenetic, catching one behind the ear and shaking his head again.
He looks at Dale.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Dale, how are you?
Are you going to let him do that to me?
No, you're just going to stand there and let him punch him?
And so staring daggers through the soul of Matthew Viktora.
Yeah.
Oh, little wild, little desperate with that overhand right attempt from Musso. Good low kick, and that one hurt Viktora. Viktora's stance does not suit defending low kicks well. Viktora is looking
He's a scrapper.
Yeah, he just wants to hit him. Good low kick from Viktora. The bend, he uses a narrow stance with his legs bent a lot, which makes it very difficult to check kicks.
Over the top with that hand, so worried about the takedown. Oh, moves perfectly mixing everything now. Look at the hands locked. Up we go and down to the bottom floor.
Right in front of us.
Spine to pine by the great one.
And Musso pushing down with that head, pinning his opponent into the cage.
Yeah, look at the head. Look at where the head is and educate yourself. Take notes, gentlemen.
Musso looking down and hammer fist city.
And you see every time he postures up, he doesn't just posture up and sit up. He cobras.
Right.
Controlling the thigh. He's constantly turking the thigh up so that he's going to be controlled the whole time.
That also shoves your hips forward, too.
That's intelligent grappling on top, and that's why most guys that are good at this would rather be in the top half than be in the mount.
And watch his eyes when he postures up. He will posture up. I don't want to mess up.
Like, no, the tiger.
He's looking.
Oh, yeah,
he's looking and thinking. He's actually actively engaged and thinking. He's an intelligent fighter. But Viktora is scrappy. Viktora's not going away.
Tougher than a $2 steak.
Viktora's tough. And Viktora knows he just needs one. Look at that. Look at the eyes. You know, just no wasted motion.
It's not just very effective. It's not just drowning. It's not just that he's so good and technical. It's that it's perfectly suited for the scoring system of MMA, and it's also the most effectively draining thing he could do.
Precise.
It's beautiful to watch. He's posting. He's getting desperate. There's that beautiful leg drag.
Did you see how he refused to put his hands to the cage because he knew he would need them? Just a high level stuff. Most fighters, as they feel like, oh, I feel a little unstable, their hands will go to the cage.
He is just overwhelming Victoria in all regards here. Victoria's scrambling. You see that Owen Wilson haircut just flopping around.
Yeah, Viktora changing the angle, turning, twisting, bumping.
Belly down. You never want
to. This is a bad spot, but Viktoria's continuing to move.
Dale Fry circling like some kind of ominous vulture.
Oh, and he punches back from the bottom. He bucks, he turns, he gives his back once again, and Musso looks for possibly the choke as he flattens him out and lifts those hips up off the ground. He's got him flat. Yeah. Impressive that Viktora was able to escape that position, but I don't think he's going to escape this one.
I had a very interesting conversation with Dale Fry earlier about what is the definition of intelligent defense.
Yeah,
you'll not be shocked to learn that I was not very happy with his answer.
He cannot improve this position.
Well, he's trying at least. At least he's trying to improve it. All night.
He is blocking. It's a lot of this.
He's still conscious. I mean, he's conscious for sure.
Those are getting in there.
Dale's going to let him go because it's 10 seconds now. Every time it's 10 seconds, Dale's going to let it go to the end, even if the guy's unconscious. I'd love a compilation at the end of before next week. There should be a compilation of all the unanswered shots. Just a long montage of just unanswered shot montage from tonight.
Oh, more. That's why. It is a title fight. These boys are tough. He did block quite a few of those, but I don't know. Luckily, it's not my job. That's a harder job. Objectively,
Yeah,
listen,
I'm sure there's a lot of people that are mad at us for even talking about it. They're watching for Matthew Viktora on the stream, but you have to understand that really at the end of the day, we're only really, what we have in interest is Matt's best interest, I feel.
Listen, it's not about us.
Elias Quazzini, if you're still in the building, come see me.
What we want is him to be able to do this forever.
Or as long as he wants to.
As long as he wants to, yeah.
It would be really cool for him to go 3-0 and win a title here, but as every shot rains down that he doesn't block, it becomes a little harder.
Oh, hard right hand. That's enough. Yeah, we're good. And Matthew Viktora is disappointed.
And that is the whole show.
And look at his coach. He turned and looked at his coach, and his coach said, it's all right. Because as they told him in the back, they said, your corner's going to see stuff that you don't see. Don't get upset about the stoppage if you have a problem with the ref. Even the corner knows that enough is enough.
Our new 125-pound MMA flyweight champion, Musso, showed improvement. He didn't just do the things he's always been good at. He didn't just beat a guy with the same old skills he's always had.
To stop the fight?
That's what we were wondering, Neil. I mean, yeah.
What am I missing?
I don't know. I mean, Neil, I love you, buddy. I couldn't agree more with you. I know that, people always give me crap when I speak like this about Elevate fighters, but you have to understand that's not even like my main gym anymore. So, I'm connected to every gym in the area.
I don't know none of them.
That's true.
Right.
Fighters to the center of the cage. Your winner by TKO and new 125-pound title belt holder, fighting out of the blue corner, it's Musso.
It's weird that people boo a finish. How can you boo a finish? He finished him.
Yeah, it's real strange.